Welcome to part 2 of an overview and early metagame predictions, kind of prepare Dine Anus for what is to come of the new list. We're going to be starting off, well, you guys should give me some likes on this, so I have a reason to want to film part 3 for this. Outside of that, yeah, without further ado, let's cry ourselves to sleep as we get to talk about some going second decks for today's format. Alright, we're going to start off field discussion with Cyber Dragon. Now, I'm probably putting Cyber Dragon on a much larger pedestal than the deck actually needs to be at this point. But the way I'm looking at this format is, I see Thunder in the back of the room, I see Colossus, I see Sky Striker, I see a lot of things that has changed, and a lot of things that haven't changed. And here's the thing with Cyber Dragon. You have this deck that aims to just special summon a Cyber Dragon. We have a chance to go second now with this deck. Now, in a format like this, where there are very few decks that I see that want to really go first. Maybe I'm wrong about saying that this looks like a very big going second format. I mean, obviously Guard Dragon breaks that mold with wanting to go first and produce soft locks. Alright, we get that. We get what that deck wants to do in terms of just brutal power and things like that. But Cyber Dragon just doesn't care. It goes, hey, that's a nice board you got there. It'd be a shame if I went bleh, and just you yeet your cards at your opponent and you go into this game-winning position. Obviously, you're going to have things like evenly matched running around in this format. And it's really going to push the bill, I think, on a lot of things kind of going forward. So, Cyber Dragon projected to be probably one of the best going second decks in this format. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from the other going second decks, but come on. Cyber Dragon's always been that deck that just doesn't care. It just special summon one monster can yeet a whole board. It's not like we have an extra link or anything for this deck to worry about anymore. So, I don't know. I think Cyber Dragon very much is one of the best choices out there. Now, in that same category of going second, we also have Ye Olde Mech Knight invoked. Now, where we are with this format right now is column placement doesn't really mean all that much. Alright, it does in the grand scheme of things, but if the format starts going the way that I think the format's going to go, Purgatrio OTK might be very good. You ever seen a Purgatrio run over 6 monsters? Yeah, it happens, and it's pretty ugly. We call that an OTK, where I'm from. So, here's the thing in this format. One, pay attention to column placement, alright? Mech Knight always is rearing its ugly ass head, staring at you, going, you're gonna mess up and give me 2 searches off my blue. And you're just like, oh, what happened? Now, with Super Poly at 3, now, this deck got a huge boost for the side deck. I'm personally looking forward to seeing what Super Poly plus a whole invoked board, especially on the opponent's other side, is going to do. Actually, I think we might have a reason to play Elysium now. Because it's one monster special summon from the extra deck. So,
yeah, but it also is an evoked monster, not an invoker.
Oh.
So that was the problem we always had with it.
Oh, well, I don't care. Super Poly with all the generic stuff on the opponent's untouchable field. What do I care? Like, normal summon Alistair going second. You're like, Purgatrio go. Especially after you get ashed. Like, thanks for the free dump, buddy. That's all I gotta say. But, I don't know. I'm both intrigued and disgusted that going second gets to make such. Maybe that'll change once we get closer to the UTS and we get the rocket structure deck, but for right now, going second just seems really good to me. So, gotta give it up for that. Now, Austin will be joining me for the next part here because we get to talk about heroes. Now, here's the thing. I've heard infinite comments from people say, oh, Stratos went to 2. Who cares? Heroes don't do anything. Destiny Hero Malicious is still at 2. And while I agree with that statement, Austin, what are heroes doing?
Ferris is a hell of a card.
So,
and so is Increase.
So increase plus Ferris basically sticks more monsters on the field, which basically sets up for what you were kind of missing off Malicious, right?
Yeah, it lets you play through the hand traps. Because they can negate your Vion, the dump part of it.
Yeah.
You can discard a card from your hand, or you can discard hero, special summon Ferris. The increase will send the Ferris away. You'll special summon increase, you summon like another Vion or the Stratos, and then you're kind of in your same boat. You got the card discarded, and you got a special summon monster on the board as well.
So your ending boards for this deck, are you still relying more on the Destiny Hero engine? Or?
You usually can end on, I think it's usually Plasma, Disgaea, or not Disgaea.
I heard Plasma, and I'm already intrigued.
Yeah, it's usually you're ending on Plasma, Disgaea, or Dystopia, the
Dystopia
fusion.
guy.
Yep, Dystopia guy, and Crossbow. And then you'll usually end with the Mass Change down with a Dark Monster.
Oh yeah, Dark Law is a very good card in this format. So, off of what I've just been told with this, I don't know how consistent that actually is, but
The Plasma's really consistent.
I mean, it's a Destiny Hero that you search off of.
Yeah,
What's it
you
called?
search it out.
It's just
That's basically all you do. And it's a special summon. It's not a normal summon, so
yeah, it doesn't
comes out for free.
doesn't eat your field. Plus, it puts your opponent on a skill drain, which is really good. All right, well, there you have it. Looks like it's going to be heroes this format. Because honestly, I think that deck is going to be a very quiet creature in the background. Plus, it's Dark Law. We know how that works.
You're also getting to run around with 3 Super Poly and some generic heroes. So.
It's like Super Poly changed the game.
Adoration is it? Or not Adoration, but the dark one. What's the dark one? I forget.
I don't know. It's good. All right.
Yeah.
Next up on this list is Necros. Thank you to Shrit. Oh, Daddy's so happy. Now, with that said, I've been told by countless people that there is nothing but Necros running around on Dueling Book right now. Now, Unicorn is still at 1, and I've already been told that, Necros will never be good again until they get multiple copies of Unicorn. No, I don't think that's the case, actually. I think that one Unicorn does hurt the deck, but you know what Shrit gives us? One more Searcher, and one more Searcher grants us way more chaos. And now being able to stick that Unicorn more consistently is all Daddy ever really cared about. Also now you can search for the Brionic off of the Shrit a little bit more consistently, which adds for further disruptability on the opponent. I really hope that you enjoy getting left fielded out of nowhere, because Necros decided to go second and trish your butthole in while they're holding the Valk so they don't get OTK'd on the next turn. 'Tis the life of a Necros player. What are you supposed to do in these situations? Your deck is really good. I mean, obviously you can go first, bend 10 out, search for the Vanities Ruler, stick the Vanities Ruler on the field, look at your opponent, go, GG. I think that's one of the things I've liked the most about the deck, is you have no problem searching for the Vanities Ruler, which just adds another layer of consistency to an already okay deck. So we'll have to wait and see where that goes, though. But early testing showing that Necros might actually be up there as a viable deck. Now, since I'm being forced to talk about this one by everybody on the internet who's complaining, where's Mystic Burn going to be at this list? While Mystic Burn did lose 2 copies of Metaverse and 1 copy of Terraforming, I don't even really think you played Terraforming in the deck in the first place, because there's that. But does that mean that Mystic Burn's a going second deck now? Because, well, no, because you want to hard open the Demise of the Land to stick it on the opponent's turn. So, because if you go first, you can't activate Mystic Mine because, 0/0 monsters. Unless for some reason you're ending your turn with a monster on the field, and then your opponent's just going to summon a monster and let the mine pop itself. At which case you're just like, why'd you do that, my guy? I'm just trying to play the game over here. Mystic Burn's going first game got hurt a lot by this list. Like I said, we had Demise of the Land. We don't really care all that much. You've still got options available to you in the metagame today, but I don't know. I think Mystic Burn is kind of scraping by on some wounded legs, per se. So we'll have to wait and see where Mystic Mind Burn goes this format, but I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Just kind of know that the deck is still alive. I assume we're going to see some sort of iteration and evolution to it, but there's that. So, that's all I got for part 2 of this discussion. Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And, well, this metagame looks like it's shaping up to be a train wreck. I can't wait to see some garbage. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.